Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an updated everyday makeup tutorial. I haven't done one of these since basically I very first started posting videos, which is crazy how far we've come. I've changed a lot of things in my routine since then and I want to show you guys. A couple things before we get started. First of all, if you can hear it, I'm a little bit sick right now. And honestly, I'm feeling kind of terrible, but I still want to get a video out for you guys this week, so I'm trying my best. Also, I'm trying to cover up my hair because I did something fun to it, but you guys will see that in the next video. But yeah, let's get right into it. I'm so excited to show you my updated routine. Starting off with primer, I have been using this one for a while now. This is the Lethal Cosmetics The Conjuring Primer. And I really like it. It is sort of a grippy primer. It has a little bit of stickiness. I just do one pump. And as you work it, it gets a little bit grippy. As I go along here, I'm going to be packing my makeup away because tomorrow I'm going to see Ethel Cain. I am so excited. I think I'll actually be there when you guys are watching this video. But yeah, this is kind of a good way to pack your makeup, do your whole routine, and pack as you go so that way you won't forget anything. Then I always just throw a lip balm on. Recently I've been using the ColourPop Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Balm in Candy Cane. I really like it. I like the formula. Just a little something so no foundation or anything sticks to my lips and gets gross and crusty. For foundation, I've actually been mixing two together. The first one is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation. This one is like my ride or die foundation. I love this one, but this is my summer shade. So recently I've been mixing just a little bit of this into the MAC Studio Fix foundation with SPF. This one is in the shade NC5 and the ColourPop one is in the shade Fair 25W. I do like 2 pumps of this one and then a little bit of this one. Mix them together a little bit and apply it straight on my face with my fingers. I really wanted to get that Morphe brush, the one from the new like butter collection or whatever, that's super flat. I really wanted to get that to apply my foundation, but it has been sold out and like there's no traces of it on the internet at all. It's very strange. So unfortunately I think I missed out on getting that one, but my fingers do just fine. And then I blend this out using a beauty blender. I prefer to use a beauty blender when I'm working with liquid foundations. You just can't really beat a beauty blender for the skin-like texture. I've been on kind of a concealer journey this year. I have been on the hunt for a replacement for the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I just felt like finding a new one. I know there's other good concealers out there and I wanted to find one. It took a while, but I eventually found a really good one that I like a lot, and that is the Essence Silky Blur Concealer. This one is in the shade 20, which is the lightest shade. Honestly, it's a little bit light. Usually I am the lightest shade in concealers, but this is very light, so I'm gonna have to go back and get another one for the summer. I've been loving it. It's super full coverage, and I put it in these places. One thing though, you have to work pretty fast with it because it really dries down fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that right out with my beauty blender again. See how bright that is? It's super brightening. Beautiful. I have a new contour now as well, which is another thing I was on the lookout for, a super cool toned contour shade, and I found one of those as well. This is the Sephora Contour Stick in the shade Fair to Light, which again is the lightest one. I have been loving this. It's super cool toned. I think it's perfect. I wasn't sure of it at first. I was kind of iffy, but I'm loving it now. Typically, I would just apply this straight to my face and then blend it out. But the way I've been liking to do it with this is picking the product up from a brush. This is a brush from the Lethal Cosmetics SpongeBob collection, and I really like it because of the angle and the density. I think it's the perfect contour brush. I think picking it up on a brush just helps it be a little bit more pigmented. I found when I just put it straight on my face, it kind of blended away, just because the product didn't really stick super well. But doing it like this, it really helps that. And then I've also been using this for my nose contour, but for my nose I do just put it right on. My usual nose contour brush just fell on the floor, so I'm gonna have to use this one. I've really been enjoying a liquid blush recently as well, which is kind of new for me. I usually just stick to my powder blushes, but I just got all these new shades of the Lethal Cosmetics Dew Drip Liquid Blush. There's, I think, 7 shades, and they're all so beautiful. I've just been like picking one randomly and using it like every single day. So today I picked out the shade Lunar, which is this kind of mauve-y pink, and I'm gonna blend it out with a Lethal Cosmetics brush. The way I apply them is I just squirt a little bit on my hand, and then I'll do like 2 dots. And these blend out super nice. Instantly beautiful. I have been loving these. So cute. For powder, I'm actually out of my all-time favorite powder, which is the ColourPop No Filter Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I love that one so much. But I actually have found one that is honestly just as good, and it's like half the price, and it's from TJ Maxx. It is the Beauty Creations By Filter Translucent Dream Loose Setting Powder. And I've just realized this like yesterday. They use almost the same exact font, and that one's called No Filter and this one's called By Filter. So I just realized that this might be kind of a copy of that one, which is so interesting to me that I just randomly found these 2 powders and love them both, and didn't even know that this one is kind of a copy. But yeah, it is really good, and I like it because it has more of a pinky tone, and I kind of do have more of a pink undertone, which has been kind of hard for me to come to terms with. I don't even know why, but yeah, this pinky tone just works better for me. And I take that on this Beauty Blender puff. It's like a double-sided puff, and this is so nice. It feels amazing, like velvet. But this is kind of expensive, so you don't need such a fancy one. One thing I will say about this though is the packaging is kind of awful, because I like to dump my powder out into here, but then it's just like kind of hard to get back into the container because of these edges. And I love to be extremely matte, so I will pack this on absolutely everywhere. I don't really let the powder sit or like bake or anything, which I actually probably should, but I just immediately wipe it away with a big fluffy brush. This one's from Real Techniques. This is probably one of the first makeup brushes I ever got, to be honest. Tried and true. For bronzer, I always use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but I actually kind of want to get a new bronzer, so I think I'm gonna be on the hunt for one of those next. But this one is really good. I've used this forever and ever. With the leftover on my brush, I kind of just brush my nose a little bit. For nose contour, I have always used this product as well. Some things in my routine just never change. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and I take it on this really small dense brush. I am so excited to see Ethel Cain, and I'm doing a vlog of it, of everything, the whole process, so that will be next week's video. But yeah, I'm so excited. Then I just take this, the powder side, which is running very low, and I put it right on the tip, and then up the bridge as like a little bake while I do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are different every day, basically, just kind of depending on how I'm feeling. Obviously, I shave them very short so that I can do any shape, or sometimes I want no eyebrows or just white eyebrows. So for that, I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Flat White Corrector. But when I actually want eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. Also, I've been interchanging that with this one, this ColourPop Brow Boss in the shade Taupe. I've really been liking this one as well. It's not as like thin and precise, but it's like a third of the price, and I like the color. I kind of just go between all 3 of these. Do I want eyebrows today or not? I guess I'll go ahead and do them, and I'm gonna use my ABH. First things first, I give them a little comb. Not really much to comb, but I do my best. And then I get to it. Like I said, my eyebrows are different every day, and both of them are always different. They're always sisters, or sometimes even cousins. I kind of just shoot for sort of that shape, and then I will go back and comb through the front again. Like that. That was perfect, honestly. And then I'll just take a clear brow gel for the fronts, and recently I've been using the ColourPop Brow Boss. The because even though my eyebrows are short and small, they still stick up like crazy sometimes. For blush, recently I've been loving this tiny sample of a Laura Mercier blush in the shade Rose. I've been using this like every day. I seriously love it. It's just this little peachy color. I just do a little bit. Honestly, I've kind of been doing way less blush than usual. And I'm gonna be really sad when I run out of this because I just know this is probably like 50 bucks. But look how beautiful that is. And then I always hit the chin and I brush off my nose bake with it as well. Now we're on to the eyes. For my eyes, when I used to do a simple everyday look, I would just do like a powder on them, like no eyeshadow or anything. But recently I've been really liking to do this ColourPop shadow stick in the shade Try Harder. And this is just a nice like matte taupey color. So I'll kind of just go over my eyelids with my finger to blend out any creases. Paint this bad boy right on. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just like that. And it just adds like a little bit of a shadow. I really like it. I will take a fluffy brush. This one's some sort of Morphe brush. And I will just messily blend out the edge like that. It takes like no effort and it's beautiful. To go over top of that to set it, I take another ColourPop product. This isn't sponsored by ColourPop or anything. I genuinely love so many of their products. I always have. ColourPop is really just the GOAT. I love them. But I take this ColourPop Hard to Get palette. Those are both from the same collection as well, so it makes sense that they would go together well. But I just take like one of these taupey colors. I kind of just mix them all together to go on top of that to set it down. For highlighter, usually I do the ColourPop Super Shock Highlight in Flexitarian. That one is a classic, very beautiful. But recently I've been loving the one in Honeymoon. It kind of has a blue shift to it, and I've really been liking that. I also find that it's a little bit more subtle than Flexitarian. Flexitarian is very bright and in your face, and this one is kind of a little bit more subtle, and I've been liking that recently. But I love the blue tint to it. And these are best applied with your fingers. Now to finish up the eyes, for tight lining I use the LA Girl Ultimate Eye Intense Stay Auto Liner in Ultimate Black. Longest name ever. Just a simple little black eyeliner pencil, but I really like it. For eyeliner, I use the NYX Epic Ink Liner, but another one that I have been loving that's again like half or maybe even less of the price is the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. It's a bit different because this one's like a brush eyeliner. I like this one for doing like details and like drawing on my face and stuff, but if I'm just doing a simple wing, I will usually use my NYX one. When I'm doing just a simple look like this, I like to do a wing. I do have a problem with this eyeliner though being like super runny and watery sometimes. Like it's doing it right now. It's very strange, and I find that to be super annoying. So that's when I would switch over to the Essence one, so I'm gonna do that. See how precise that is? Eyeliner is very much always uneven as well, but I really don't mind. Sometimes I'll do an inner corner wing as well, but I'm not feeling it today. For mascara, I've been loving the Essence Lash Princess. So cheap and so good. I honestly don't know if I will ever switch away from this one. Oh, also, I don't curl my lashes anymore. It kind of just hurt me, and I felt like it was hurting my lashes as well, so I just stopped, and if I'm being honest, I can't even tell a difference, so I don't curl my lashes anymore. And that's basically it for the eyes. I honestly don't wear eyelashes when I'm going out or anything like that, but when I do, I usually use the Kiss Lashes in Empress. One thing I've been loving to do lately is fake freckles. I got this new product that I tried for fake freckles. It's the Revlon Color Stay Semi-Permanent Brow Ink. This works pretty well. I got the shade Soft Brown and it's a little bit warm, so sometimes I'll mix it together with the ColourPop Freckle Pen in Soft Brown as well, just for a little bit of variation. I just do some and then try to dot them out a little bit. Here's the Revlon one. A little bit of a warmer tone. They're pretty subtle, but I like that. I think it makes them look more natural. Then I'm just gonna wipe off my lip balm with a Q-tip to prepare for the lips. For the lips, I have been loving the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Cool BFF. It's a really good cool toned, well, more cool than I usually do, lip liner, and I really like it. I really like the formula of these. They're so creamy and just really easy to work with. And then I've been taking MAC Acting Natural lipstick, which is another beautiful cool toned product, and I just like dot that in the center. I think it goes perfectly with the lip liner. I think I want to keep the lips matte today, but if I want to do a gloss, I'll usually do the ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Lip Gloss Oil in Shine On Babe. But yeah, that's kind of the whole look. I'm gonna finish getting ready and I will see you guys in a second for the final look. Alright guys, here is the finished look. I know what you're thinking. Whoa, did we travel back in time or maybe to an alternate universe where you never bleached the blue out of your hair? I'm not quite ready to reveal my new hair yet, so be sure to watch next week's video for the transformation. Here's my cute little simple makeup. I really like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!